Imagine walking into a dentist's office expecting a routine procedure. You see a bill, $12,000. You freeze. Your jaw literally drops. But here's the twist. The patient walks out paying just $1,784. Yes, you heard that right. A fraction of the original price. How is that even possible? Was it a mistake, a loophole, or something much deeper hidden in the medical system? In this video, we're peeling back the layers of one jaw-dropping financial mystery, exposing a system that most people don't even realize exists. And by the end, you might never look at medical bills or dentists the same way again. What would you do if you faced a bill like that? Stick around, because the answer isn't just about money. It's about power, leverage, and a system designed to confuse. Medical bills in the United States are notoriously confusing. Even a simple tooth extraction can run into thousands of dollars. And dental procedures? They often feel like the Wild West of pricing. No rules, no standard, just numbers that make your head spin. Here's a statistic that shocks. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans avoid necessary medical care because of cost. Dentistry is no exception. Some procedures listed on the bill are marked at prices so high you'd think they include gold in the filling. But why does this happen? Why would a dentist even list $12,000 for something that costs far less in reality? Understanding this requires looking at the system like a chessboard, with patients, insurance companies, and providers all making moves that most of us don't see. Today, we're looking at one story that exposes the cracks, how a single dentist ended up paying only a fraction of what seemed like an impossible bill. And the lesson goes beyond just teeth. Here's how the system works. First, dental offices often have a list price for procedures, a number that's rarely paid. Think of it like a sticker on a car. The price on the window is a starting point, not a final deal. Then comes the insurance factor. Insurance companies negotiate discounts, sometimes massive ones. A procedure billed at $12,000 might actually have a negotiated price of $2,000, or even less, depending on the insurance network. It's a negotiation game most patients don't even know exists. Now imagine a dentist walks in as a patient, paying out of pocket. You'd assume they're hit with the full price, right? Not always. Dentists understand the codes, the billing systems, the loopholes. They know which procedures can be written off, adjusted, or appealed. In this case, the dentist used a combination of insider knowledge and billing rules to reduce a $12,000 invoice to $1,784. He didn't hack the system illegally. He navigated it smartly, using the same rules every office already has in place, but few patients ever leverage. Think of it like knowing secret doors in a massive, confusing mansion. Everyone else is wandering, lost in the hallways, paying full price. He just took the shortcut. And it's not just one procedure. These pricing discrepancies exist across the board, in dental offices, hospitals, and even pharmacies. The difference between the listed price and the actual payment can be shocking, and often only insiders know the shortcuts. But here's where it gets tense. Not every patient has the knowledge or connections to navigate this system. Most people are blindsided by bills, paying thousands more than necessary, and sometimes getting trapped in collections or credit damage. Meanwhile, offices list inflated prices as a safety net. They know few patients will challenge them, and those who do, often overwhelmed by complex codes, insurance paperwork, and time-consuming disputes. This story, the dentist paying $1,784, highlights a fundamental imbalance. The system isn't broken by accident. It's structured so that the insider knowledge is powerful. Ordinary patients often end up overpaying for the same services, unknowingly subsidizing those who understand the system. It's also a cautionary tale. What happens when the rules aren't transparent, when billing isn't standardized? Millions of people are quietly losing thousands every year, simply because they don't know the game is stacked against them. And yet, there's a silver lining. Once you know the mechanics, the same rules that seem unfair can actually be leveraged. You can negotiate, appeal, and even cut costs dramatically. but only if you understand how the system works. So what's the takeaway from this jaw-dropping story? Knowledge is power. Awareness is money. Next time you see a dental bill or any medical invoice, remember, the first number is rarely the real number. Ask questions, challenge charges, and understand the codes. The system rewards the informed. The uninformed pay the price. And here's a bold question for you. What would you do if you found out you were overpaying for medical care for years without realizing it? Would you fight for it or accept it quietly like most people? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's start a conversation, because stories like this one aren't just entertaining. They're a wake-up call. If one dentist can cut $12,000 down to $1,784, imagine what's possible when regular patients learn the rules too. Don't let the system decide your costs. Take control. Start questioning. Start negotiating. Remember, sometimes the biggest savings aren't found in coupons or discounts. They're found in understanding the system itself.